everybody. We're back.
We're back.
For episode 7 of impedecast.
Number 7.
Lucky number 7.
It's lucky now.
Guess where we're going?
Where are we going? I can't guess.
Well, I'll give you a clue. It has something to do with mice and entertainment.
Well, let's start from the beginning. Where are we right now?
Right now, we are in Justin's vehicle.
Oh. I'm trying to play like the unknowing audience for your information here.
Oh, okay.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm derailing everything. So it has to do with mice and entertainment.
Yeah, and pizza.
And pizza.
And children.
Children.
And animatronics.
Now I get it.
Where are we going?
We're going to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh my god. This was David's idea. We are meeting him there.
Yes. We have a special guest, David Clair.
It's going to be a blast and a ball pit.
As far as I know, this is the only Chuck E. Cheese even close to us at all.
Within a 8,000 mile radius.
Yeah. It's the only remaining Chuck E. Cheese in the continental United States.
Yeah, so this is a destination in impedecast.
We're headed to Davenport, Iowa.
Yes.
A bustling metropolis. Location of the only remaining Chuck E. Cheese.
There is one in Des Moines.
Oh,
but
okay.
I went on a date to a Chuck E. Cheese once.
Oh, how old were you?
22.
Normal age?
Right.
For dating at Chuck E. Cheese. How did it go?
Not great.
Yeah?
Not great.
Whose idea was it to go there?
It was my idea.
Okay.
It was back when I used to drink a lot. Not a lot. Like, I was never like... that sounded bad. But it was like when I would socially drink a lot. Okay,
Sure.
that still sounds bad. I mean, when I would, like, go out, I would drink.
Every time.
All day.
Every time you left the house.
Every time I got in my car, I would be drinking somewhere. No, but no. But they serve beer at Chuck E. Cheese, and so I was like, oh, this could be like a fun social gathering. You know, play some mini hoops, drink some mini brews.
Yeah. Was it just the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine. It was just kind of weird. It was maybe not a great idea, and I didn't know this guy at all.
Okay, so it was like your first situation.
It was the first date.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anything after that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean another date, not like...
Yeah. So what happened after Chuck E. Cheese?
How'd it go after?
Well, I was pretty buzzed. No, nothing ever came of it. But we did go on another weird date where we were, like, tracing tree... I don't know how to put it. Like, there were these weird trees that had weird eyeball patterns on the trunks. And so we took crayons and rubbed it on paper and made weird artwork. So it was kind of cool.
Was that also your idea?
Yeah. I'm pretty good at dating.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I've never thought of that as a date.
Yeah, we even went to the art store and got some canvas and frames and stuff.
Nice.
I think I still have mine somewhere.
I can't believe you're not in a long-lasting relationship with this person.
I know,
after
right?
Those two
well, he
ideas.
sucked.
Oh, so it's not.
It's not me.
It was his shortcoming.
Yeah. Well, it's actually kind of funny how I found this person too. I don't know if I should talk about it too much, but.
Well, first of all, what's his full name before you get into it?
I honestly don't even remember.
Okay.
But I do know that he works at Campbell's Nutrition in Des Moines.
Okay.
And I found him in a magazine. It was like a Des Moines-based magazine, and they did a spread
like
on...
a culture magazine thing.
Yeah. They did a spread on Campbell's Nutrition.
I was thinking you were flipping through a catalog.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He was a mail order date.
Yeah.
And I think it was with my mom, and I was like, oh, look at this charmer, look at this cutie. And she's like, you should date him. And
Just from seeing him in a magazine?
Yeah. And I was like, okay.
Was the article about him?
No.
It's just
he
a
was
photo
just in the
of him.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was on there too. So I found him on Facebook and I was like, hey, I just saw you in a magazine.
Oh,
you want to go out?
Nice.
And he's like, yeah, cool. And so we went out. And then it ended. He didn't own a TV or believe in having a TV or believe in watching TV.
That was the problem?
And all he talked about was how he smoked a lot of weed, and it just got annoying.
Yeah.
And we went to a lake one day too, and then the whole time we were there, he was like, I wish I was smoking weed right now. I was like, cool.
Well, there's no way you could be smoking weed at a lake.
Right. I was like, I wish I was with someone who could just enjoy these ducks. Just enjoy the moment with the ducks.
Yeah. Did you tell him not to bring weed or what?
No, I mean that was his first mention of weed.
Okay.
So I didn't even know that I needed.
So he
hadn't
like
he could bring it if he wanted to.
Had he mentioned his drug use prior to this, or this was the first time he said anything about it?
He just out of nowhere, he was like, "Man, I wish I was smoking my weed right now."
It sounds like he was just trying to
feel me out.
Yeah, see what you thought about drugs.
And at the time, I mean, I was young and I didn't ever do anything, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I don't have any, so I don't know why you're saying this.
Yeah.
I wish you could be smoking weed now too, I guess. I don't know if that would make things better for you.
Yeah, I wish you were a little more relaxed too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah. So we've got David on today's show. I don't think he's been on this show since the jazz episode.
Correct.
I think so. So this is a return for him.
Yeah, this will be good.
He lives in Davenport, so we're going to him.
Yes.
We're bringing the show to David. We do have another secret guest also later on.
What?
You know about it, but I don't want to give it away.
Wait, I do?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't want to give it away.
Oh,
but it's going to be pretty exciting. Actually, I gave away the gender of
That's
the person.
Okay, that's okay. There's a lot of he's.
He's also a returning guest, but this one is a bigger get than David.
This is insane, you guys.
I love doing shows with David, but he's not
this guy.
Not as big of a deal in terms of guests on a podcast.
Yeah. I can't believe I forgot.
I just set it up last night, so.
Yeah, this is crazy though, you guys.
Yeah. What do we got planned for the show today? It is November 1st. Do we have a holiday list that we can go through?
I'll find it. I don't have it yet, but
that is kind of the bread and butter of our show.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it. We'll get into the November holidays. I have a confession lined up for later.
As do I.
So we've got 2 confessions for today's show, so that'll be fun. And then I guess we can probably save it for when we get to see David, but we could maybe talk about past experiences at Chuck E. Cheese. You already hinted at one. You went on a date there, but I went there a lot. Do we want to get anything else in before we get there? Or
I'm just super stoked to play some games and get those shiny new tokens. And
I don't think they have tokens anymore.
What? Oh, is it cards?
I think it is.
Oh,
unfortunately, yeah.
The nostalgia is gone.
Yeah, it kind of messes with the feeling of it.
I still have some old Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
I probably do too at my parents' house.
Yeah.
I know I have tickets still at my parents' house, and I should have grabbed them for today, but
I have a pouch of old stuff that can no longer be used. And there's some Chuck E. Cheese tokens from 94.
Yeah.
They have the year on them, and then there's some tickets for...
Chuck E. Cheese tokens had the year printed on them?
Yeah, they did.
Wow, I don't remember that.
And I think I have some other... There was a Farley's Family Fun Center that was in Des Moines. I have some tokens there. That place burnt to the ground.
Oh, wow.
Something like that happened. Something bad.
Yeah, I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese since the one in Cedar Rapids closed. And that's been at least a couple of years now. And I hadn't been there for years before that either.
Yeah.
I think I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese since 2009 or 10. So it's
been a while.
It's been a long time. I hope it lives up to my memories of
It won't.
I mean, I was an adult last time, so
that's true. Yeah, I'm sure
it's
it'll
not
be very similar to last time.
Yeah, it's not like rose-colored glasses, really.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been there in 7 years, so a lot could change. I remember when I went...
I've never been to this particular location.
Yeah.
So...
Me neither, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm excited and scared. I'll say that.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I love animatronic stuff. I don't know if you do.
Oh, I love animatronics, but what I don't love is people in costumes, like mascots.
That bothers you?
Yeah.
I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah, I don't know. And especially the new Chucky. When we were kids, I still didn't like it, but I could tolerate it.
Yeah.
But the new one, like when I was on this date, it was unsettling.
I seem to remember the Chucky costume when I was there as a kid. He looked similar to the animatronic one.
Yeah.
So he was like wearing a suit and stuff.
Yeah.
What did he look like when you went on the date?
He looked like he was like a hip new rat.
Okay.
Okay, so who's that not Skrillex, but the guy with the mouse head?
That's Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Yeah, and that S at the end is a 5.
Yeah, so Dead Mouse 5.
And it's mouse like the German spelling.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like that?
He was like that. He had like a big shiny
He had like a disco ball head?
Disco ball head.
Oh my god.
I mean, it wasn't
cool.
I mean, you'll have to see. Like, he had these big ears, pointy nose, like just a fun guy. Like, he just looked like he was trying to be super hip.
Yeah.
Just hip rat.
Huh.
And he was wearing like skateboarder clothes and shoes.
Was
it was basically just a man wearing a big head.
Ugh.
It was really
So
creepy.
it wasn't like a full body mascot costume, it was just the head?
The one that I was at was just a head, but I think he had big shoes on.
Yeah.
But he had man hands. He didn't have gloves on. Yeah, that was really creepy part.
I think that's what breaks it.
And the worst part, too, was it's a man because of his hairy man hands. And there was a trail of, like, 4-year-olds following him as he's leading this parade of kids into a dark room where there's, like, quiet music playing.
You talked about this on your old podcast.
Yes, the
I
podcast
remember
we don't
this
talk
now.
about.
Yeah.
I did talk about it, and it was terrifying. It was terrible and horrifying.
And he had like a big, naked, pink rat tail.
Ew! It is in the front.
I was gonna say it was coming out of the waistband. Oh, okay. I need to drive, so I gotta stop. There was something else I wanted to say before we got there, actually.
Okay.
I wanted to address what happened after our last episode.
Okay.
So, we recorded at the Marengo Haunted Barn, right?
Yes.
Everyone listened to that, because everybody's listened to every episode of the show.
Yes.
And I posted about the episode on Facebook the morning after, and I tagged the Marengo Haunted Barn Facebook page.
Yes.
And like a minute after I posted about it, they commented something like, "We appreciate the positive review," and I was like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah.
And then a little bit later, after they had actually listened to it, they seemed to be a little annoyed that we had actually recorded without their knowledge in the haunted house itself.
Right.
Which I understand being bothered by that.
I guess I understand.
No, I mean, I think that's kind of a standard thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like going into a movie theater with a camcorder, but not.
Sort of. Yeah, I mean...
It's just sound.
yeah, and I mean, we weren't there to, like, steal ideas or expose
right. Like, say what
or
they
like
said in the
ruin the
messages.
experience for anybody or anything like that. So they, a little bit after that, they posted on Facebook like, we do not want anyone recording audio or video
real passive-aggressive
in the haunted
shit.
barn. If we see you recording, you will be escorted out of the event. And I was like, oh shit. They're definitely talking about us.
Yeah.
And then a guy who runs the place messaged the impedecast Facebook page.
Yeah, one of the guys I groped.
Yeah. Most likely, yeah.
It was.
And I found out he's the cousin of one of my friends from high school, so that was an interesting connection. And he was like, again, reiterated, like, we appreciate the publicity
feedback.
and the positive review, but next time, please talk to us before you record in our barn, in our facility, or whatever you would want to call it. And apparently, like, the weekend before that, a group from, like, another haunted house place, like, just came into their barn, like, recording with their cameras, like, with the flash, like, light bulb on.
Without even
and apparently they told them they were there to steal ideas.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
It's a pretty outlandish story, I think.
Like when I was reading the messages, it seemed like he was just trying to make a point and, like, use a thing that would never happen as, like...
I guess. I don't know why he would lie about it.
I don't either.
I was very forthright in my replies.
That's true. I feel like he would lie because maybe he felt that the post by the barn was a little passive, and he wanted to be like, this is why, like, explain himself. Why it was this weird post that didn't mention us, but was definitely directed towards us. Yeah, that was kind of funny to me.
Yeah, so I was a little bit worried that we were, like, going to cause an incident with the town of Marengo.
Yeah, I didn't want any bad blood, you know? We loved it. It was great.
Yeah. But I talked to him, and I was like, hey, yeah, we really liked... We had a great experience. Sorry if anything that we said on the show or if our recording bothered anybody.
Yeah, that was not our intention at all.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't plan on telling anyone ahead of time when we record in a place.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, and like I feel like that's kind of the concept of our show.
Yeah, we're just there to impede.
Part of it.
Sometimes we have to be the impediment.
Yeah, and I just had the recorder in my pocket during the haunted house.
It wasn't in the way. It wasn't.
I was hiding it.
Well,
but
I guess.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like if we're going into a place, we want to present the real experience. And if they know that we are going to record, then they might, like, act differently or, like, set things up differently.
And that wouldn't be fair to our listeners.
Yeah. I think I was supposed to take that exit.
I think you were, because that's the exit I take to get to my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
And,
so I should stop talking.
You can take another one, though. I'm pretty sure.
The place.
Should I Google it?
Well, I pulled up Google Maps. Do you want to stop recording?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
All right,
Wish us luck.
Next time you hear from us, we'll be in Chuck E. Cheese's.
The happiest place on earth.
Yes.
Imagination runs away with me. Oh, sometimes the world is a frightening place. My courage seems to disappear without a trace. But whenever
all right, here we are. We made it to Chuck E. Cheese. I got off on the wrong exit, but I still made it here.
There's some whole new thing. There's some really spooky music happening, and we're in Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, there's the jack-o'-lanterns on the TV that were already being impeded at our attempts at recording a podcast here today.
I'm a child and I'm scared.
They're playing a little Halloween song. It's November 1st.
Excuse me, it's November.
Sorry, Chuck E. Cheese is. Never say Chuck E. Cheese. That's not the name of the establishment.
Speaking of it being November.
Apostrophe S at the end. So we got David. We met him here at the place.
Thank you. I was holding my breath the whole time.
Oh, sorry. I should have introduced him sooner.
Okay,
blue
so
in the face.
I have to say the rule about the apostrophe S in restaurants. I always accuse my mom because she will say Panera's.
Yeah, which is wrong.
Which is wrong. It's Panera.
Yeah.
And Aldi's.
It's yeah, that too.
Aldi is like the most common one. I think. Yeah.
People correct people. If I say Aldi, I've been corrected.
And they've told you it's
Aldi's.
Aldi's.
And they said it's Aldi's.
I've done the opposite because I'm a huge asshole. What about your mom though?
She says Panera's. But I've made fun of her enough times that she doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, good.
I've actually gotten through to her.
Out of it.
That's right.
Yeah. So we did a quick little like loop around the place here. They've got the animatronics up behind us. They mostly just stand there silently looking around in the dark.
Staring at us.
Quality presentation. We ordered a pizza. We almost didn't figure out how to do that.
There's no employees in this place. There
like-
was one kid at the door who asked us if we're here for a party.
There's at least one person in the kitchen, and there's somebody at the door, and that's the only people we've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of party favors set out for some table of what looks like maybe 8 kids, and it's close to 7:30 now, and nobody is
no
here
one.
on a
There's
weeknight.
no kids.
There's no way anyone's coming today.
2, 3,
Yeah.
10, 20. So there's 20 per table. 1, 2. There are 100 seats set up in front of the animatronic stage.
You're right.
That's
And
got to exceed the
they
fire
are
code.
all reserved for partygoers, and they are all empty.
Not one part. There's a ton of balloons too. I don't get it. There
Yeah.
was a party maybe earlier,
Yeah, it looks like there was.
but
No,
they
they
left
drank
all their
anything.
stuff.
This is 7:30 on a Thursday, so not prime Chuck E. Cheese time.
Right, and all the kids were out last night late.
Yeah.
Trick-or-treating.
There are a few families here playing games and stuff, but it's not.
It's like a few families of
Not
2
crowded.
people. Like, there's no
So
real
what's
people here.
we should talk about each of our like memories of Chuck E. Cheese's. So I remember having my, I believe, 7th birthday at a Chuck E. Cheese's, and I remember playing through the entirety of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game with 3 of my friends.
The original
Nice.
or
The first-
Turtles in Time?
The first one, not Turtles in Time.
And what location was this?
This was in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
I have no idea if that Chuck E. Cheese's is still there, but the one from David and I's like teenage years is gone completely.
That was also my child years. Am I going to dovetail into my story? Or do you have more to say?
Keep it rolling.
Okay. I grew up in Cedar Rapids. There was a Chuck E. Cheese in Cedar Rapids. It also had the Ninja Turtles game. I did not beat it. I think I beat the Simpsons game, though. I got all the way to Mr. Burns.
Yeah, I beat the Simpsons game at that Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about this place is the noticeable absence of ball pit or climbing tubes or any of that.
Oh,
Yeah, good
that's why it
observation.
looks so flat in here. There's no height to this place.
I imagine that is like a majority of the maintenance of a Chuck E. Cheese's is keeping that
I saw poop in the tunnel
keeping
once,
that
and
quote unquote clean.
You think that's why it's all
Exactly.
gone now?
probably.
I would assume so.
We
'cause it,
become
like-
so germ conscious as a society that
and they would have to staff the place more
Uh-huh.
to keep that
There,
like
there'd have to be like a lifeguard in there.
at all like disease free.
Oh, God.
yeah.
I'm surprised we're still alive, you guys, after spending all that time in that icky, sticky ball pit and
I know that.
sweaty tubes.
So I've heard from people that worked at Chuck E. Cheese's that the ball pits basically never get clean.
Yeah.
So there's definitely pee in them.
I mean, how do
Yeah.
you
At
the
clean
very-
There's
every
poop
ball?
at the bottom. Yeah.
Well,
Gross.
you have to. I mean, it seems clear to me that you have to clean that.
No.
It would be difficult, but like you would have to.
Just what's so hard about taking all those balls out, just scooping them out, putting them outside on a tarp and hosing them down?
True.
Just once a week
Or you can make it
something.
fun and you could get a ball washer, like what golf balls have, but make
Oh,
it
yeah.
bigger, and then just make it a thing for the kids.
That would be
like,
fun, 'cause
there would be a
I
little pipe,
love
and then it
using
shoots one out,
those.
and then you just like spray it with a hose or something.
Yeah.
It's no longer a ball wash at that point; it's a hose. But
Yeah, that's okay.
Every-
It's
It could be- it could
oh,
be a
our
game.
pizza's ready.
Pizza's here. I will get the pizza. You guys keep talking.
Okay. So have you ever found anything in the tunnels of the playground at Chuck E. Cheese?
nothing that gross.
Oh, that's weird. I feel like I only saw gross stuff.
I mean, mostly the balls were covered in name tags.
Oh, yeah, there's
I might be-
stickers.
I might be
Just a
getting
bunch
this
of-
confused with. There's another place in Cedar Rapids called the PlayStation, which was like
TM.
90% big tunnels and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was its whole thing. So I
That's
went there a
fun.
lot more.
Yeah.
Justin's already back.
Wow, that was really fast.
Pizza's here.
Can you hear the pizza? Does pizza emit noise?
They told us when we ordered the pizza that we had to give that little vibrating thing to somebody. When I got up there to get the pizza, there was no one in sight.
What'd you do with the vibrator thingy?
I just left it there. I just left the
What
vibrator
if this
right
is
there
an
where the
empty-
food goes.
This pizza smells surprisingly good.
Yeah, we got some pizza. It looks pretty good. I remember the Chuck E. Cheese's pizza being not great, but this one
I
looks
remember it
pretty
being
good.
sugary.
I was not a very strict critic back in those days.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
I think I have lower standards for pizza now than I did as a kid, I think.
That's impressive.
Actually, when I was a kid, I hated pizza.
What?
I would not eat pizza.
At
I hated
all?
it. No.
That's like
When I got
a
older-
third of your diet now.
I know. When I got older, I started eating it, but I would have to scrape off all the toppings and cheese, and I would just eat the sauce bread.
So you would just eat saucy bread, huh?
Yeah.
David left the table to get some...
I got some flavors, you
Oh,
guys.
yay! Cheese toppers.
Yeah, just in
For our
case this
cheese.
pizza is bland as hell.
Did I miss any good Chuck E. Cheese stories?
Nope.
Not
Chuck E.
really.
Cheese stories?
I did find, I briefly mentioned to David that I would always find gross stuff in the tunnels. Like one time I walked in or crawled in on a woman changing her kid's diaper in the tunnel.
I've heard that story before.
Really? Have I told you?
Not, you mentioned it on something before, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good day.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
I'm
real
taking my first bite of
treat.
pizza.
I can't wait. This pizza looks really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's hot. It's so hot.
It's good pizza.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good, good.
Yeah, it's like it surpasses probably the best frozen pizza you can get.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
This is a higher quality than like a Totino's.
Oh, yeah. Totino's is hot trash.
Now we're eating. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How many chef's hats would you give this?
I would give this
You gotta give this a rating system. This
I'm gonna
is
give
a food
this-
podcast now.
4 forks.
I'd give this 1 Michelin star.
Welcome to Doughboys.
I give this 0.75 chef's hats
That's not
Out of-
very good.
Out of 1.
out of 1.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm taking business classes, so that's like metrics,
We're all on
business
a different
metrics.
scale here.
It's out
Yeah.
of 1.
I give it 4 out of 5 forks. David gives it 0.75 out of 1 chef hats. Sorry, what was your rating, Michelle?
I gave it 1 Michelin star. That's like Gordon Ramsay gets those for his really high-class restaurant.
Michelin?
Yeah.
Like the tires?
No. It's a different thing. It's a scale that like fancy restaurants use.
Oh, so like a 4-star
So-
restaurant? Those are called
No,
Michelin stars?
you get like 1 Michelin star if you have like
That's just an
an
award
awesome.
that you get?
It's like here's your Michelin. You can get it taken away though too.
Oh, and who... Is it just Gordon Ramsay that gives
No.
the Michelin stars?
No.
Okay.
I don't know who gives them out. Mr. Michelin star?
The Michelin Man.
The Michelin Man.
The big white tire
There's
man.
a child screaming. It's really good.
This is what we do the show
I know.
for. This is great.
Try to do a podcast. Shut up.
This is like the concept. This is perfect.
Oh man, this kid's getting tickets like
Did
crazy.
you have any... How many times would you say you went to Chuck E. Cheese's as a kid, Michelle?
10?
Right.
20? I don't know.
Wow.
I feel like I would go there almost every one of my brother's birthdays, my cousin's birthdays.
Wow.
I went there for maybe 2 of my birthdays. I never had a birthday party as a kid, but one
What?
time
Any at all?
I've never had a birthday party ever
Was
in my
that your
life.
choice? To not party?
I never had friends.
Okay. Do you want to have a birthday party for your next birthday?
At Chuck E. Cheese?
Wherever you want.
No. I don't
Okay.
know. I've never had one. I think that's weird to
We
start
can-
now.
Yeah, it is. But
Can
that's
this
why
be
we
my
should do
birthday
it.
party?
Your birthday is in April, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's
Let's
like
do
Half? Are we there?
Let's have your first birthday party, and you'll be 29, right?
yeah.
Your 29th birthday will be your first birthday party. Did you not even have a birthday party as like a baby? Like your family did a thing?
I don't have pictures, so I assume that I didn't.
Wow, that's
We
awesome.
have pictures of my brother's, all his birthdays from 1 on,
yeah.
but I don't have any.
So after him, they were like,
We already did
we've had
it.
enough of celebrating.
But like I was
these
alive,
milestones."
and they just kept celebrating him, and I never had a party. Like I think my grandparents came over for my birthday once, but that was it. But the closest one I would consider a birthday party was at a Chuck E. Cheese. My neighbor came with me. Just me and my neighbor that I hated. But she was my neighbor, so she had to come.
Yeah.
Because my mom was like babysitting her already, so like, there was no choice.
So your mom was there too.
Yeah.
Okay. David, how many times do you think you went to?
Hold on, I'm laying on the pepper flakes.
I hope the mic picked that up.
I bet it did.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
My ears sure did.
I missed the question. I was doing a joke of my own.
How many times would you estimate you went to Chuck E. Cheese's as a kid?
Well, as I was a kid, it probably felt like 100 times. Realistically, maybe 40 to 50.
Wow.
I don't know. I had a pretty okay childhood.
Yeah.
I went there a lot. I went to the aforementioned PlayStation a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Super Skate a lot.
You
What
know,
about,
Super Skate's still around.
Yeah?
And
That place was... I felt it was sketchy the first time I went there, and I was like 6.
Yeah. I think they made news recently because like the DJ that was playing the music there one night, he had a guys skate, so like boys only.
Oh, no.
And there was like a kid who I guess was like a trans boy
Okay.
kid, so probably like middle school age, but like presenting or identifying as a guy, presenting to this DJ man as not a guy, and he made this kid like get off of the skate rink.
Oh no.
Yeah, just like being a total asshole to a child
Wow.
for no reason. I mean,
terrible.
why even have like a guy's skate? It seems weird.
Yeah.
Like, why even like separate the children by gender for a song? It seems odd.
Very
I don't know.
odd.
I don't feel like they did that.
There's nothing else to do than just stand by the side and watch, too. It's not like, I don't know, like a wedding where it's... I don't even do this at weddings.
You should have your wedding at Super Skate.
Okay. I think we've gotten off topic.
A little bit.
Yeah, I went to Chuck E. Cheese a lot.
Yeah, I only had one birthday party there, but then like I think I went to at least one birthday party there every year. So I had to have gone there at least like 10 times, but I don't feel like I went that often. And I loved it, so
Yeah.
it was like a huge deal when I got to go.
My brother is 2 years younger than me, and his birthday falls 2 weeks before mine. So we did have parties, but my parents, bless their hearts, would have separate ones for both of us, though it always had to be at the same location. So there was one year where he had a Chuck E. Cheese party, and then I had the same Chuck E. Cheese party.
How far apart were the days?
2 weeks.
Okay.
14 days.
Do we want to start talking about holidays? I feel like we got to get like
Let's do that because my phone's gonna die.
our regular content in before the place closes.
My phone was at 100% when I left work today. Now it's already at 45.
Very good.
My phone is very good.
So before we start, the only November holidays I know are Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Yeah, same here.
There's some European historical holiday, not Bastille Day.
Guy Fawkes Day.
Guy Fawkes
Yeah.
Day. Yeah, that's it.
Right. I only know that because of Me for Vendetta, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today
Hold
is
on, I want to hear about the
November-
Pumpkin Pirate.
No, good. Start the list.
Okay. Set that back down. Today is the 1st, so today is All Saints Day.
The day after Halloween.
Right. And then today and tomorrow is Dia de los Muertos,
Right.
so the days of the dead.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what those are, so. Oh, today is also Men Make Dinner Day. I want to see who made this
I
pizza.
bought the pizza, so and I'm a man.
Okay.
Well, the woman took our order.
And I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure it's a woman in the kitchen. So
All right.
we violated the. Wait, what day was that?
It's the 1st, but it's actually the first Thursday of the month.
Oh, okay.
So it just happens to land on today.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Tomorrow's Deviled Egg Day.
You're a big
What's
deviled
everyone?
egg fan.
Oh my god, deviled eggs are like my jam. Anyone else? You into deviled eggs?
Yeah.
I like deviled eggs despite hating mayonnaise.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I enjoy deviled eggs despite the mayonnaise.
They don't taste like mayonnaise
Yeah,
once
they
you
don't.
mix the yolk
They
and the
don't.
mustard and the goodies in.
Okay, so if someone put a gun to your head, Justin, and gave you a choice, would you rather consume a jar of mayonnaise or ranch?
Ooh.
I'd probably have to go with mayonnaise. But honestly, I would probably die before I got through it.
We'll say it's a smaller jar. 8 ounces.
Okay. I can probably get through that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. Like, and I like both of those things.
Well, he said there's a gun to my head, so I...
I don't know. I feel like I'd rather get shot in the face.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that that does have its own appeal.
let's assume for this scenario you have something to live for.
Okay. Then I'd go with mayonnaise.
I'm sorry, I would have said that no matter who had brought it up.
This is really stretching my like believability here.
Tomorrow is not only deviled egg day, but it's also
Angel Egg Day.
plan your epitaph day.
Interesting.
I feel like I plan that randomly throughout the year. I'm like, I want that on my. I have like a list of things.
One of the first times I actually spent any time with you, we talked about like funeral arrangements.
I have a ton of funeral ideas.
Yeah.
Like balloons that say "Get well sooneral, it's your funeral."
Yeah, I was there when you thought of it.
Yeah. That was good. So tomorrow, just come up with more fun ideas for your funeral.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also Look for Circles Day.
Interesting.
Just this pizza.
The moment you said that, I saw like 20.
There's so many circles on this table right now.
We
The
got
cups,
plates,
the plates, the pizza
pizza
was a
tray,
circle.
These lids, the microphone,
things. Oh
the
my
holes
God.
in the microphone,
The tops of the cups.
the letter O
The straw, the
on
top,
emergency
the
exit
circle.
only.
My eyeballs.
Oh my God, get them out!
My nostrils. My teeth are all circles. My testicles.
Oh my God.
Those are more ovular ones, you say. I mean, in general.
You mean my balls that you've seen?
Perhaps.
The wheels on that car over there.
Yeah.
God, circles are everywhere. Everything is circles.
The garbage can says thank you. The top of the garbage can is a circle. The O in thank you is a circle.
No, it's not. Look. It's more octagonal
Listen
shaped.
to me.
What?
I have... It's round.
It's not.
Those
They're
buttons
all
on the
complete
seat.
angles.
Those are circles.
Oh my God,
this
there's
is a
circles
very
everywhere.
visual discussion.
Listeners, if you know any
The R.
circles,
Shout them out now. Look around your house.
The pepperonis!
Point
The
at
pepperonis!
circles. If you're at your desk at work listening to this show,
point to a circle.
Look
Point
at them
at
all.
circles.
If it's your eye, be careful.
point at the buttons on your
If it's your
bosses.
nose,
Don't touch
go
them.
all the way in.
Don't touch any of the circles. It says look for circles. Don't touch them.
Okay, good one.
The third is Housewives Day. Not housewives.
Housewives?
It says housewives.
Apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
don't even
also,
know any
but it's
housewives
also
anymore.
Sandwich Day. So maybe you make your housewife a sandwich that day.
Sure. Do housewives still exist? Seems like everyone has a job now.
Well, they do have jobs, but they just sell oysters on the internet on Facebook Live.
My mom didn't have a job until about a week ago.
Well, congratulations to her on her job a week ago.
Yes.
Does she like it?
I don't know if she started.
It seems like anti-congratulations, actually.
Yeah.
I prefer
Yeah,
not
it's
to
we,
have.
we can no
Welcome to the working
longer
world.
celebrate your holiday.
It depends on what she
Yeah.
wants, but I would rather not have the job.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
The fourth is King Tut Day.
Interesting. The thing
Is
about
that the
this-
day he got discovered, or his birthday, or?
The thing about
No.
this pizza is, it's really light. I can just like go right through it. I've eaten 3 slices and I don't feel full yet.
Yeah, it's like
I'm on 3 now, and yeah, I don't even feel like I ever ate one.
I felt that way about Krispy Kreme donuts as well.
Yeah.
You can mash that thing into like a mothball-sized donut if you really had the urge.
Like Chuck E. Cheese's, Krispy Kreme donuts is another thing that has abandoned Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yep.
We used to have Krispy Kreme all the time, and they left.
And you know what else they are? Circles.
There's a circle.
Wow.
The donut is a circle and the hole is a circle.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's a double
That
circle
encompasses
right there.
everything. Donuts
Double
and
circle.
not donuts.
Yeah. The fifth is Gunpowder Day and Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah.
Wasn't gunpowder part
It
of
was
the
same
rhyme?
thing. It was a gunpowder plot.
Gunpowder treason in the plot.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's 2 names for the same
They're both
holiday,
listed.
really.
Yeah.
Huh.
The 6th. Ooh, Justin, the 6th is Saxophone Day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What day of the week is that? That'd be next
Sunday?
Tuesday.
Wait,
right?
I don't know.
I think that's next Tuesday.
What is the day?
November 6th?
Well,
That's a Tuesday.
Okay, next Tuesday. I'll have to try to do something with that.
bring your sax to work.
There's already saxophones there.
Yeah, but kids put their grubby mouths on those.
True.
Do they all test drive the same reed?
Probably.
I
That place
don't know.
nasty.
I don't know what happens there.
It's also Marooned Without a Compass Day. So,
It's
Cool.
also voting day, so we're
Oh, yeah.
voting for people that are marooned without a moral compass.
yeah.
Saxophone
Got
Day
him.
is the day I'm voting. Wow.
Bring your
I'm
sax.
voting for saxophone.
Yeah.
Nice.
The 7th is oddly specific. It's Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. I'm more of a milk chocolate with almonds gal.
I can't eat almonds. I get sick.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you got a little nut allergy.
It's not an allergy because I don't die. It's an intolerance.
There you go.
I've assigned a word for it after like 5 years of
You assigned a
pondering.
word for it, or you discovered?
I discovered
correctly?
that the word intolerance makes the most sense. It is undiagnosed. I should probably get that checked out. But whatever. I don't want to be
So,
so pizza.
so for something to qualify as an allergy, it has to kill you.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? Is that
Yeah.
the truth, or is that your own?
You can only say
analysis?
it's an allergy after you've been killed by said allergy.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I have an allergy to nickel, the metal. You know?
Uh-huh.
But I've never experienced anything life-threatening.
So it's not an allergy, it's an irritant.
Okay,
I don't know.
that works for me.
It seems like the symptoms of a nut allergy would be worse than my stomach feels like crap for the rest of the day. And then I'm fine.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is fun content, guys.
Yeah. The 7th is also Diwali Day.
Uh-huh.
Which I only know about from The Office.
Me too. Me too.
Because I'm very culturally ignorant.
Yes, me too. The 8th is Cook Something Bold Day.
Tabasco sauce.
Cook it.
It says bold right on the bottle.
Cook
Yep.
it up. Cook it up. Feed it to your family. The 8th is also Dunce Day, which is cute.
Did you say dunce?
Dunce.
Like a dunce cap?
Yeah, you heard me right.
Okay.
Dunce Day. The 9th.
Celebrate the morons in your life.
I like the 9th because it's
Give one a flower. See what they do.
Chaos Never Dies Day is the 9th.
Wow.
Yeah. And the explanation next to it just says, "You've got that right." So, just a real chaotic person wrote this website.
Big chaos fan over here.
Yeah. The 10th is Forget Me Not Day and the U.S. Marine Corps Day. And then the 11th is Veterans Day. The
The
12th,
Marine Corps gets 2 days in a row.
right?
Good on them.
Lucky them.
Yeah. It's not fair.
They are the branch of military that I think gets most forgotten about, except for maybe the Coast Guard.
Marines?
Yeah, I mean, you think of the Army and then the Navy.
I think you think of the Army and the Marines.
Do ya?
I don't know.
They don't have a kick-ass
Wait,
theme song, though,
Who
like
killed
the
Bin
Navy.
Laden again?
The Navy's pretty cool.
Obama.
Who killed Bin Laden?
The
They're
Navy SEALs.
Because they're a SEAL.
Navy SEAls.
I was
Navy
thinking
SEAls
the
are different
Marines.
than Navy.
Are they not part of the Navy though?
I don't know.
They have Navy in the name.
But I think the Navy is like less badass. My parents are in the Navy.
You're gonna get emails.
Listen
I
to
mean-
me. Don't join the military ever.
Yeah,
If you
don't.
are under the age of 18 and you're thinking about if you're getting recruited by an army recruiter, get out as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Fleece him for all the free food you can get and never talk to him again.
That's a good point.
Speaking of getting emails. Thought I'd take it up.
I almost joined the Navy. Did I tell you guys this?
Well, your parents were in the Navy.
I was one signature away from joining the Navy.
I swear I asked you this before, and you said that it never happened.
What never happened?
I think I asked you if your parents ever encouraged you to join.
Oh no, they never encouraged me to join.
You just almost did.
I just did it on my own, yeah. Just because I was like over it. I was like, I'm getting out of here.
How old were you?
22
Okay.
or something. But I was like, I'm doing it. I can do whatever I want because I took a test and they're like, oh, you can like swap poop decks or something. Like I don't remember. And I was like, cool. I don't care.
They're like, well,
I
you're
don't care.
pretty
I want
dumb
out of here.
and pretty weak.
Yeah, you're kind of stupid and a girl, so you can clean our poo on the. You know how to clean a bathroom, right? I was like, yeah, I don't care. I'll do whatever. But like something snapped or clicked, and I was like, I don't think I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then I got like bombarded by recruiters. They would show up at my house like daily, and
Because you were almost there.
yeah,
So,
they
like,
still
they
have all
could've-
my paperwork.
yeah.
Like they find me on Facebook still to this day.
They still try to get you?
Yeah.
At what age are you not allowed to join the military anymore?
I think it's like 34.
Okay.
I don't remember. But apparently it's not 28 because they're still contacting me.
We should get through the list, but David, have you ever been contacted by a military recruiter?
Well, the ROTC set up a table in high school, kind of outside the lunch room.
Yeah.
And one of the guys like walked over to me, and I didn't like confrontation at that point in my life. I still don't. And so I was just like, sure. And so then they wanted to come to my house, and so then I told my mom about it, and then like when they showed up, she shooed them away.
Nice.
And I didn't get anything more after that, so I guess I dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Which would have made me good military material, being able to dodge bullets.
That's true. I remember getting phone calls from like an army guy, I think, and like I was just like basically like a brick wall over the phone, like giving very short or no answers to his questions. And like he started talking about sports, and I was like, I have never ever been a part of a sports team, so like
Oh my
I don't
God.
know who you think I am. But yeah, I was very clear, like I'm not joining the military. I'm not gonna die.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather live a long and worthless life. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I dated this guy in high school, and he would go get dinner all the time with recruiters and have no intention of joining.
Nice,
He was
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, I have another dinner tonight with that recruiter. I was like, geez, can I come? I think I went to one of them, and we got a free meal, and then when I dumped him, he joined the Marines.
Right.
He was stuck with them for 4 years.
Do you know where he is right now? Is he alive?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He was my last guest on my last episode.
Oh.
Yeah. Listen to the most recent episode of Welcome to My Show.
Yeah.
The show.
We told some spooky stories for Halloween.
It's pretty good, except for the part where your guest said that he hates shows with no format.
Oh yeah. He refuses to listen to this show and my current
Well,
show.
good. Then you'll never hear me say this.
He's a piece of crap and he's
suck.
stupid.
You suck, guy I've never met.
Okay, let's get back to the regular format of
Yeah,
holidays.
look at all this
Yeah.
format.
Where are we at? Like
There's so much
the
format
9th
here.
or something?
We are on the 12th,
Okay.
which is Chicken Soup for the Soul Day, and that's it. That's the only thing that Chicken Soup for the Soul.
That's
like
just
the
those
books.
right?
Those
Yeah.
still selling? I haven't seen one in a long time.
Probably.
I don't know, man.
There's like a Chicken Soup for the Dog Soul at this point.
Yeah,
like,
they
there's
branch out to
everything.
different target audiences.
I forgot what I was listening to. It was probably my brother and me, because that's like the only thing I ever listen to these days. But it was someone talking about how the Chicken Soup for the Soul people started making dog food because like they can't make chicken soup because what if it's bad? Like that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
But they just gotta make food, so.
But they made dog food, and I think they called it Chicken Soup for the Dog Food Soul or something.
Chicken dog food for the dog.
Chicken, dog food for the chicken
Dog
dog,
food for the dog.
soul.
Dog soup for. Oh.
I remember. Hey, they're doing like a Stranger Things parody on the TV.
Oh my god, they are.
oh, wow.
What?
Let's keep going with the list because
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
what I was saying.
Okay, the 13th is a lot of things. Caregiver Appreciation Day. Sadie Hawkins Day, which I'm pretty sure is just opposite day. I don't know.
The thing that has school dances sometimes.
Yeah.
But Sadie Hawkins is like a challenge to gender norms by
Right.
still reinforcing them but flipping them to the opposite.
Exactly. Yeah. The 13th is also National Indian Pudding Day.
What's Indian pudding?
I don't know. Should I click it?
Sure.
So I've been to India.
Yeah, that's right.
They have like yogurt.
No,
Greek
this
yogurt
is
dishes.
this is Native American Indians.
Oh, well,
It
then
says-
they shouldn't call it Indian pudding.
No, it's pretty bad. So this is, I think it has something to do with Thanksgiving because it's saying nothing about pudding. Okay, this is weird.
Well,
So he goes on a weird tangent about how Native American Indians were likely very much part of the first Thanksgiving feast. It's quite likely that they served pudding.
okay, that's the whole basis of
That's it.
What is the pudding?
And then it says origins of National Indian Pudding Day. We have not yet discovered who created National Indian Pudding Day, but we know who created these puddings. Native American Indians, of course.
This is
This is a completely made up
I mean,
day.
don't call them Indians.
No, and they don't even know if they actually made
No,
pudding.
this is stupid.
They
Worst
likely,
day.
well,
So
they
celebrate
likely
one of the
served
other
pudding.
multitude of holidays on that day.
Don't celebrate this.
Yeah, don't celebrate that.
Celebrate
it's also
some other pudding instead. Tapioca. I don't know.
just chocolate. It doesn't matter. Butterscotch. It's also World Kindness Day.
Boo.
We'll see.
The 14th is Operating Room Nurse Day. Anyone know any operating room nurses that you want to shout out to?
It's very specific.
Yeah, it is. World Diabetes Day is also the 14th. So celebrate your diabetes, everyone. Eat a bunch of candy or something.
Speaking of candy, I've been eating a lot of candy.
Yeah, we were discussing this on the drive here that at work people keep bringing candy.
Has Halloween like totally ruined your diet, David?
I didn't participate because I had a test to take. The closest I came was this morning when a guy I sit near at work said that he had a bunch of leftover Butterfingers, and I got really excited when they said that they were all at home.
Oh, what a jerk.
Hey man, I have a
What?
lot of candy.
I got so much
that
candy,
you
dude.
have no access to.
That you'll never ever see.
So
So that guy's a jerk.
Yeah.
So I hope his mustache burns in hell.
Me too.
So Ashley and I bought a bunch of Kit Kats and Reese's peanut butter cups to give out last night on Halloween. We had 2 adult women as trick-or-treaters, and that's it.
One of them was me.
No, it was not
No.
you. We had 2 adult women show up for trick-or-treat, and no kids, no one else.
Who or what were they
Weird.
dressed as?
I don't know. Some sort of generic Lord of the Rings type thing. But
Wow.
again, it was not you, Michelle.
It was me. I'm telling you,
It
that
was
was
not
me.
It was not you. So
Okay,
we
believe
gave,
what you want, but
like,
I'm eating your Reese's and Kit Kats.
I held the bowl out to them, and they only took 1 piece each.
God, that's
So,
respectful.
Yeah, and Ashley has finished all the Kit Kats already.
Oh, get it,
And
girl.
I ate 3 Reese's today. I think I had an Almond Joy, a snack size Hershey bar, probably like 8 to 10 gummy bears, a 12-ounce can of Mountain Dew, but that's not Halloween related.
No.
That's all the time related.
Yeah. Maybe a Twix, but I think we are out of Twix already.
Yeah, I definitely had at least 4 Reese's peanut butter cups and probably at least 10 Kit Kats, the doubles, the little fun size, and like 6 or 10 of those little 3 to a package Whoppers.
Yeah.
There's this bowl, and people keep refilling it every day, and we keep eating it. My department keeps eating this whole bowl every day, and it just keeps refilling.
I'm gonna refill my drink if you guys want to keep going.
Oh, I need more water though too. Should we
I need
pause
more.
We could take a break.
or we can bring it with us? Let's keep talking.
Okay, sure. So we're taking a little trip.
Road trip.
Yeah, road
We're
tripping.
filling our cups. We've been talking about
Fill up for you.
poor diet, but we're gonna drink some more pop. So.
Yeah.
These sanitizer odorizers are sure collecting dust.
So.
All right, so let's hear more holidays.
I forgot where we were. We were on Diabetes Day.
Yeah, that's right.
So the 15th. Oh my god.
Yeah, keep going.
The 15th is, I forgot. Oh, America.
Keep going.
America Recycles Day.
That's
And-
14th?
The 15th. And Clean Your Refrigerator Day,
Okay.
which sounds boring.
Yeah.
And then, oops, I'm filling too much water. And then, Great American Smokeout. I don't know what that means.
Great American Smokeout.
Yeah, third Thursday in November.
I have no idea what that means. I'm going to assume...
Barbecue?
Sure. I was thinking, like, the thing...
Oh, that water's so good.
The thing where you... It's like a ceremony where you sit in a circle in an enclosed space, you start a fire in the middle, and then everyone just, like, ingests a whole bunch of smoke, and then you start hallucinating. That's a smoke out.
Sounds rad.
It's in It, the book and the movies. The kids do a smoke out, and then they have a vision of, like, the beginning of Earth. It's very weird.
That was in the Tim Curry movie?
Probably not.
I don't remember the...
I know it's in the book, and they do some of it in the movie, I think.
Weird. The 16th is Button Day.
Hooray, buttons.
So
I
sorry,
feel like
buttons.
we've seen that before.
Count Your Buttons Day.
Button Day.
That was
It was-
one,
that's
it
right.
was
That's
Count
that was
Your
when I wanted to
Buttons Day.
celebrate, so I put it on my phone, and then I was busy and didn't do it.
Too busy to count your buttons.
I was at my parents' house most of the day.
Listen, I can count the buttons on my body right now. 1.
I have a zipper.
Just the button on
I
my...
have one on my pants.
Well, this is a button, right?
On your pants? Yeah.
Look at my crotch.
I did.
This is a button, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So I
Yeah, I
have
have one.
one button.
I also have one button. I'm gonna wear so many on the 16th though. I'm gonna bring all my buttons out on the 16th.
That's button
You
day.
just wait.
Gearing up for
are
button
these
day.
buttons? Or are these pins?
I would classify them as buttons.
I would too. I have two buttons.
So you got
They're those
The Ohio
flare
mark.
buttons, like
And then this
from
is
Office Space.
Scoops is an astronaut.
There's a space cat, and there's one that says, "Oh hi, Mark."
Yeah. Got that at a room party.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went to see The Room when they showed the movie like around theaters nationwide.
Yeah.
I was in a small Kansas town for work, and so my friend and we drove 2 hours to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Beforehand, we went to Walmart, and I bought a whole thing of plastic silverware.
Yeah.
Because there's a ritual for those
Yeah,
uninitiated.
they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
kind of a
The
Rocky
spoons.
Horror thing.
Yeah, there's set dressing in the room, photographs, but it's just kind of like the default template
Came with the
that
frames.
came with the frame. It was just pictures of silverware.
And like,
So,
yeah. Isn't there one with like? There's some with people in them, right? But they're not characters in the film.
probably
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a lot of like spoons and.
So yeah, so I bought a bunch of spoons because the thing is that you throw them at the screen whenever you see it.
Yeah.
The people in Tulsa are boring, and they didn't participate.
They
So I just
probably
had
didn't
this.
know,
I had
yeah.
this box under my seat the whole time. But my friend is convinced that everybody was feeling like me and didn't want to be the first to do it. So I should have just gone for it.
Yeah.
Or
Everyone
just
had a box of spoons under their seat.
I considered
nervously.
I considered as the credits rolled, just take the entire box and chuck it at the screen, and just stomp
That
off.
would have been good.
Didn't happen though.
The 16th is to have a party with your bear day.
I don't have a bear.
I don't either. Do we have to go get a bear?
I don't know, man.
Does this mean live bear?
Do they mean big hairy gay man?
Oh, ooh.
I don't have one that I would
maybe.
consider my bear.
I don't have my bear either.
I know some.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to party with them.
All right.
It's also International Tolerance Day, so it's very possible that that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Tolerate your bears. And National Fast Food Day.
Yeah,
fun.
I celebrate that.
Yeah, I celebrate that
10
too.
times
Any
a week.
fast food mascots that are bears?
Smokey.
There's
is
not a fast food.
Fast food. FF. Forest fire. FF. So.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I'm making some real
This is
neuron
insane.
connections here.
I feel like if Culver's had a mascot, it would be a bear.
Sure, maybe a turkey though, because they have like a partnership with Butterball Turkey.
Oh
Right? Don't they?
no,
Am I making shit up?
Butterbeer. Wait,
I don't know about
Butter-
Butterbeer is a Harry Potter.
yeah, I know. They have butter.
Bears.
Butter. What are they
butter,
called?
butter.
Butter beef?
Harry Potter?
Butterburger. Butterburger. They have
Yeah,
Butterburgers.
that's right, that's right.
I
Yes.
don't know.
And frozen custard.
Are there any bear mascots?
Culver's would be a koala, and that's not a bear.
Why would it be a koala?
Because it sounds like it.
Outback Steakhouse.
Why would that be a bear?
Koalas aren't bears.
Koalas.
They're not bears, they're marsupials.
All right.
Oh, I see.
They're
'cause
very
Australia.
touchy on that, apparently.
The Charmin bear.
That's not fast food.
It's
That's
not-
you
you
have
can
to
eat
use
toilet
that,
paper.
but you're gonna need some Charmin after
You
you
can eat toilet paper quickly.
after Justin eats fast food 10 times a week. He's gonna need those Charmin bears.
The little fabric softener bear. What's that?
Charmin?
Snuggie.
That's not Charmin.
Snuggle.
Snuggie. Snuggles. The Snuggles,
Snuggles bear.
bear. Also not food, but it's a bear mascot. I feel like I'm getting closer. Is there like a cereal mascot that's a bear?
Yeah, Sugar Bear. Sugar Crisp.
Yeah, he is a bear.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a bear.
The guy can't get enough Sugar Crisp.
He's like
That
a,
little
he's like
guy.
a skinny bear. It's weird.
Well, it's probably springtime, and he's got to fatten up. That's why he's got to have all the Sugar
Oh.
Crisp. But then Granny's like, I'll get you, Sugar Bear. I'll take
Wow.
away the cereal. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to bulldoze my way through your front door, Granny. Take what I can find.
Oh, hey, our other guest has arrived. Hey, how's it going, man? Hello and welcome back to the Jim Davis Garfcast, the official Garfield podcast by the only Garfield authority, me, Jim Davis. I'm the keeper of the canon of Garfield. Anyone else telling you they know Garfield is a scam artist trying to make a quick buck besmirching the name of Garfield.
Jim
Let's-
Davis, it's really you. I can tell
It's
because
me.
of your half-closed eyelids.
Let's start off today's Garfcast with another installment of Jimmy's Firing Range.
Where are you from, Jim Davis? What accent is that?
I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York.
Oh.
But I currently live here in the apartment behind this Chuck E. Cheese's. Do you know why I live here in the apartment behind this Chuck E. Cheese's?
No.
Franchising?
Because less than a mile from here is Garfield Park.
Garfield Park?
Garfield
Oh,
Park. I
did-
take a walk in Garfield Park every single day.
For inspiration?
Do you go alone or do you take your cat or dog you have as a pet?
I take a Garfield. I try to take Garfield, but he would rather take a nap. Let's start off today's Garfcast with another installment of Jimmy's Firing Range, where every week I, Jim Davis, take aim at another pretender to the throne of the newspaper comic strip empire. I will never be usurped. I created Garfield. I'm Jim Davis.
Savage.
The target on this week's Firing Range is Mallard Fillmore by Bruce Tinsley.
Bruce Tinsley.
What a hack.
What a jackass.
First off, main character is a duck. Animal for a protagonist, that's my domain. Plus, ducks are easy prey for a cat like Garfield. Garfield would murder Mallard Fillmore. Even Normal could probably kill a duck in a suit. Next point. Main character is named after a president. Blatant attempt at leeching off of Garfield's success through weak imitation.
Wow.
President Garfield was assassinated, shot twice in the back, a real man's death. President Fillmore died in his 70s of a stroke. A frail old man whose body couldn't stand another day as the vessel for a soul as pathetic as Millard Fillmore.
Jim Davis, please get off the table.
Also, his name was Millard. Fillmore belonged to the Know Nothing political party. Sounds like a real dumbass. Garfield was a Republican, a political party that remains in power to this day. Powerful Garfield. And speaking of Republicans, Mallard Fillmore's politics are trash, and his opinions pale in comparison to Garfield's. Mallard Fillmore hates taxes. Garfield has never paid a tax in his little life.
Would Garfield hate taxes?
He has no concept for taxes. He's never held $1 in his hand. Garfield is above such things.
So that's so. Anybody want to fact check that? We've got, what, 50,
Listen to
60
me.
years of Garfield history?
Listen to me.
Okay.
I am the keeper of the canon of Garfield.
Yeah?
What I say,
I think he would know.
what I
David.
say is the truth in the Garfield canon, the Garfield lore. The Garfield lore.
I'm sorry I questioned your Jim Davis.
That's-
Please put your pants back on.
That's Lore. Lore. Mallard Fillmore hates labor unions. Garfield would extend the weekend to 3 days because he hates Mondays, you see.
Wow.
Mallard Fillmore hates ethnic minorities. Garfield's frequent consumption of lasagna dealt a heavy blow to anti-Italian sentiment that filled every American newspaper when our heroic orange feline debuted. Bottom line, cancel Mallard Fillmore and fill more space with Garfield. And that's the bottom line from me and Jim Davis.
Oh,
I'll see you guys later.
Hey, you chewing the gum. I hope you brought enough for everybody.
Wow. That was amazing and incredible, and I'm so honored that Jim Davis actually came when he said he would.
Yeah, sorry, he kind of took over, so I didn't...
I'm impressed that he just jumped up into the ventilation shaft above us and he's gone.
I didn't have anything to interject. I thought I'd just let him, take the reins of the podcast.
I think he handled himself really well in this Chuck E. Cheese today.
Does he have, a show? He mentioned Garfcast, but he, did it in the middle of impedecast.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't actually have a computer or any means of recording himself, and I think you reaching out to him yesterday was his way of getting his voice, not just his cartoons out there.
I mean, as we all know, this is the ultimate crossover podcast because the two of you have a show, I have a future show that's never going to happen.
Jim Davis has a show now in the middle of our show.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I told him that he can come back whenever.
Good.
This was
Good.
outside of the show.
Oh, yeah.
We wrote via, post, paper mail. I don't think he uses email, as far as I know.
Right.
Is he a recluse, like the Calvin and Hobbes creator?
Bill Watterson.
Bill Watterson, yeah.
I believe he is following the same path, and don't get him started on Bill Watterson. He has many opinions on that.
I can't wait to have him back for the next episode.
That is a comic strip with an orange cat featured prominently as well.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, I've heard it all from my new friend, Jim Davis.
Amazing.
He has a very distinctive voice. He sounds nothing like me, for example.
Yeah. I never knew what he sounded like.
Right, yeah,
But-
when somebody expresses himself through a newspaper comic, you don't get an idea of his voice, really.
Yeah, there was a very
Once I
distinct,
heard it, though, I knew.
Yeah.
a very
knew that
distinct
was it.
accent from, I think it was Brooklyn, but there's a little smattering of New Orleans in there too.
Yeah, there was a weird southern twang to that Brooklyn accent.
To me, it was a very easy to place Brooklyn accent. It sounded just like Brooklyn to me.
I didn't once hear the word coffee, so
Well, they don't serve coffee here, so he didn't have the opportunity to speak on coffee. That's how I say it.
yeah.
Coffee.
I don't know about him, but maybe we'll get to talk about coffee next time he graces us with his presence.
Yeah. Maybe you'll do an episode at a Panera where I'm sure they sell coffee, but if they don't, then don't have a podcast there.
Yeah.
Out of protest.
Do we want to finish off the list?
Yeah, let's do it. Because this place closes at 9, right? We want to play some games,
9.
right?
It's 8:15.
Let's read them real fast.
All right, let's just do it
Let's just zip through.
lightning round
Yeah.
holidays.
Okay, we ended on the 17th. Electronic Greeting Card Day, Homemade Bread Day, National Adoption Day, Take a Hike Day, World Peace Day.
I feel like it's a little rude to be like National Adoption Day,
Take a hike.
day, right next to each other.
Yeah.
I do like that after everyone has taken a hike, then it's world peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably mean take a hike in a positive way.
But then the 18th is Occult Day.
Ooh.
So,
I gotta see if this Pasquale is like a culturally appropriated Italian accent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
the 19th is Have a Bad Day, which I think is a really nice thing to celebrate.
It's common.
And then the 20th is Absurdity Day, Beautiful Day, and Universal Children's Day. Interesting combination of days.
Beautiful children. Not at all suspicious to say that.
No, Universal Children's Day and Beautiful Day. Two
Yeah, I
separate
know, I
things.
know.
Like the movie studio Universal has a lineup of children as one of their monsters. You know, alongside Frankenstein and Creature from the Black
Universal
Lagoon.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does Taiwan mean?
Taiwan on?
Yeah.
Is it like the country Taiwan?
No.
I mean, you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, I mean, Taiwan on. The phrase doesn't, like, really...
I'm trying to steer this in a different direction, but it's not working.
I mean, Taiwan on.
What does it mean?
I'm gonna go Taiwan on in the other room.
Right? I mean, but the 21st is National Taiwan On Day.
Taiwan on.
You can't do that in the middle of not November.
But it says it's the day before Thanksgiving, and that's every year. That's what,
Wait, isn't there another month that's NoFap something?
should I click
February?
on this?
Is it? Whatever, that's some weirdo stuff. You should relieve yourself as needed.
Yeah. Especially do it the day before you see all your family on Thanksgiving. That's probably what they're going for there.
It says according to it's a day to celebrate aprons.
Okay, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over it.
All right,
I
let's
hate
get
it.
back to the lightning
Yeah.
round.
The 21st is also False Confession Day.
What?
Odd.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like an anti-death penalty activism.
Maybe.
thing.
And it's also World Hello Day, which I don't think that's a very good holiday.
Hello.
Hello, world. The 22nd is Thanksgiving. That's the 22nd this year.
That's right.
And it's
I know
also Go for a Ride Day.
Uh-huh.
The 23rd is Black Friday. And it is also Buy Nothing Day.
That's like an anti-Black Friday thing.
Oh, okay, I'm into
But I
it.
thought all the holidays on this list are like shameless cash grabs for various things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they are.
Yeah.
Oh, including Buy Nothing Day?
Yes.
Well, the thing is, you have to buy some things,
Uh-huh.
right? So if you don't buy anything on this day, that will increase your consumption on another day, right?
A day where the sales aren't as, or the savings aren't as good, the deals aren't as good, therefore you're spending more.
That's right. You know,
You have to have the same amount of holiday gifts. It's just that it's going to occur on a day where you don't get such a discount. They're tricking you out of more cash.
yeah, the retailers came up with Black Friday. They also established Buy Nothing Day to trick you. There are some people that are going to be susceptible to anything that seems like anti-commercialism. They're going to be like, oh, I'm going for a Buy Nothing Day to fight against Black Friday. But then they're still going to buy the things.
Yeah, it's like the Charlie Brown Christmas special, how it's all about, you know, it's getting too commercial, and yet the original show, when it aired, was sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Right, yeah. Aired with no commercials? I'm going to say...
We'll say it was surrounded by
I'm going to
commercials
say
at
aired
least.
with, yes, commercials.
The 23rd is also Eat a Cranberry Day. Just one.
You can't have just one.
Gotta fight off those YouTube.
Like a potato
one.
chip.
It's also National Cashew Day, National Espresso Day, and
Candy cashews.
Oh yeah, don't celebrate that. Eat a cranberry instead.
Speaking of No Nut November.
Oh my god.
For me, every day is No Nut November.
The 24th is All Our Uncles Are Monkeys Day, which is also Evolution Day.
Yeah, alright.
The 25th is National Parfait Day. The 26th is Shopping Reminder Day, which is weird. The 27th is Pins and Needles Day. The 28th is Make Your Own Head Day.
Make Your Own Head Day?
You heard me.
What does that mean?
It's French Toast Day, Make Your Own Head Day, and Red Planet Day. So we're
They've
clicking
got like
on
2 days to go before the end of the month.
Make
They're
Your
really
Own
tempting you.
Head. So it says the only rule that we can think of is that the head must be your own.
What is this?
So get started so we can see how good of an artist you are.
So you have to like make some piece of art?
It says this is a crafty day. It is very popular in grade schools and art classes. In class you can make your own head. Any medium will do. You can use clay, paper mache, draw, or sketch your head.
Pipe cleaners.
So it's like self-portrait day, but your whole head.
Yeah.
3D model of your head day. Yeah, weird. And then the 29th is Square Dance Day. And the 30th is stay at home because you are well day. It's like it's play hooky day basically.
Yeah,
Like
take a sick day.
Hold on. What day of the week is that?
the 30th.
No, I mean,
Oh.
what day of the week, dude?
I don't know.
I can't do the
I'm
math
looking it up.
quickly enough.
I'm looking up. It's a Friday.
Today is Thursday.
It is a weekday. It's a Friday.
Okay, so we just call in sick on the last
Yeah, I was
Friday
gonna say
of the month.
if it's a Saturday or Sunday, then it doesn't mean much, does it?
I'll also add that the 29th is my sister Emily's birthday.
Oh.
She'll never listen to this, but
Oh, okay, well.
but I should acknowledge her birthday.
Yeah, and that's all the holidays. We did it.
Boom! Lightning round.
Yeah, that's good.
Reverse.
I didn't say it backwards.
Reverse. You just.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to play some games?
Yeah.
Michelle and I each have a confession for today's episode too.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to participate in that, but
I'll think of something.
all right, cool. Let's try to get these game cards that
Oh,
are
yeah,
replace
let's do
tokens. Okay.
Whoa! You did it!
Now it is.
All right, so we're standing around a giant life-size game of Operation. I've never seen anything like this before. It is oh, it is talking.
Yeah.
I've seen something like this before, but it was smaller.
Attention Chuck E. Cheese guests. Chuck E. Cheese will be closing in 30 minutes.
That's right.
30 minutes. At that time, all games and rides will be shut off. Thank you and have a safe drive home.
I don't.
Are you going for the bread basket?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Go for his bread basket. No. Oh, you got it.
I got the. Oh, I'm getting tickets. Okay. Talk about. Let's just talk about stuff while I'm playing this.
Okay. Should I tell my guild confession?
Yeah. Get into it.
Okay. So this happened when I was in first grade. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wow, you got a lot of tickets.
Just tell us about it.
Okay, so aim for something with a lot of points. I'm just noticing the ticket numbers. Okay, so first grade, I had a crush on this boy named Michael. Ooh, that looks down a little, this way a little bit.
All right. Tell us about Michael.
So he was my only friend, and we were friends because we both watched the X-Files, and he was my
First grade?
absolute only friend in first grade. Yeah, and so I wanted him to be my friend. And one day I was digging through my basement, and I happened to come across what I thought was like a treasure chest, and it was full of these gold coins, which I just thought they were cool. They were like Chuck E. Cheese tokens to me. I was just a kid. Oh, failed.
Yeah.
So I took one of these gold coins and I gave it to Michael. And then my dad was in his office and he found that there was a gold coin missing from his gold coins that he had been collecting ever since I was born.
Yeah.
And it was a gold coin that he purchased in 1990 for $300. And today it is worth $1,300. So
Oh no.
essentially, I stole $1,000 from my dad and gave it to a kid in first grade.
Wow. You. That is pretty intense.
Yeah.
How much was it worth at the time?
At the time, probably $1,000. No, no. At the time, so in 1990 it was $300. I think in '96 or '7 it was probably $800.
So you stole like $800 from your dad.
Yeah,
And gave it
to a kid.
Some boy.
I gave it to a child who brought it home, and his mother was probably like, "Oh wow, that's an ounce
Hell
of gold."
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so does your dad know that you took it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was very mad, but like I didn't realize how bad it was until I got in trouble for doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I felt so bad for years. And my dad, like, still to this day apologizes for how mad he got because he's like, I know you didn't know. And I was like, no, seriously, Dad, I get it. And I would have been so pissed.
Did you want to try this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we describe it?
Take your tickets. Are we just
we can pool the tickets.
Yeah,
why not?
Cool.
Did I describe it? So this is a giant operation game. The board game Operation, where you take the tweezers and you try to get the little things out of the holes in the man's body.
Right, but there's nothing in them. The goal is to have this magnet, which operates like a crane game.
Right now, did I do something?
It operates like a crane game, and you just have to touch the metal part underneath, but watch out for the little bit around it, or else it'll buzz.
Yeah.
Is it ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
You have to get what it tells you to get. I didn't even know
where's the funny bone?
The funny bone
it's right there.
is right there. It gives you, so it randomly decides a number of tickets it'll give you for each of the items in the guy's body. So there's
You're lying, I made it.
So there's like the Adam's apple, the broken heart, the wishbone, the funny bone, the spare ribs, and it randomly assigns numbers to each of them. And I went for the ones that were like 20. And then it seems like it selects one at random each round, and you get bonus points. I don't know.
How many forks would you give this, based on your experience?
So I get to go again?
I give this one wishbone.
You only get one try because I failed?
Do you want to play something else?
I want to do this.
You want to do it again? Okay.
This game kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna save
I'm mad.
I'm gonna save my confession for another game.
Okay.
What's the bonus? Is it worth it?
The bonus is
water on the knee.
Oh, the bonus is based on how much time is left, I think.
Oh.
Does that look good?
Yeah, get it.
You're a winner.
You got it.
Yes. You got the bonus part on the big board.
Nice run. Ready, set, go. Not bad. Ready, set, go. Good run.
All right, so we are we're at the skee ball. We got 2 tickets for starting skee ball. All right.
So great.
You're on that one? Okay,
yeah.
so David and Michelle are both playing skee ball on either side of me, and now it's time for the Comer confession. And the story I've chosen for this week is special because David was present for it. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay, so
I don't have to listen because I was there, apparently.
yeah. All right, so
that was terrible.
So in middle school, and currently, David and I, we both enjoy video games, and we had a friend who also enjoyed video games. His name was John.
Yay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. His name was John. I won't.
Here, look, I'm gonna go under the legs.
I won't give out his last name because why would I do that?
It's hard to pronounce anyway.
But he was an interesting kid. He was into pornography way before I was.
Yeah. Anime pornography.
Yeah.
Aeon Flux on MTV. We watched that once.
Yeah, we hung out at his house pretty regularly.
God,
he had the Nintendo consoles. We'd play games with him and stay up really late and stuff. So this event that I'm thinking of happened in between our 8th and 9th grade, right? It was the summer in between 8th and 9th?
Yeah, probably.
I think. Okay, so when kids get into fire,
I'm playing again.
what is the age that you feel is normal for a kid to become interested in fire?
8.
8? So it's like, what do you think? Like that's like a
8 or 9.
A young kid's thing. I got into fire when I was like 13.
Okay.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
I was like, whoa, fire's pretty cool. I started playing with lighters and stuff. So we were hanging out in John's bedroom in like the afternoon during the summer. I do not remember really what was going on at the time, but I know he had a book of matches and a notebook. Yep. And I took a piece of paper out of the notebook and I lit a match and I started the paper on fire. Like, oh yeah, fire, it's cool.
Yeah, this is fun and funny.
Look at this cool fire that I made. And then I was like, uh-oh. I don't know how to stop this thing from being on fire now. So we threw the
This was all you. I
Well,
did nothing of the sort.
No, I will say David is innocent in this story. This is all my fault. But in our attempts to stop the fire, we put the piece of paper that was on fire into a garbage can.
Oh no.
A plastic garbage can.
Oh no.
That had more paper in it.
Yep.
And we were all just yelling, and like we didn't know how to stop it. And
In retrospect, you could have put it in the cat litter because that's sort of like an ashtray.
that's true.
But
Yeah.
aren't there chemicals in that?
It might have exploded. I don't know.
yeah,
It
who
would have been a
knows?
better story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't know how to put the fire out. There was a bunch of smoke. Their house was like really old and made out of wood.
Oh God.
Yep.
What?
And then his dad like heard us yelling and came in and
Kicked us out right away, pretty much.
yeah, I don't remember how he put the fire out.
He probably like.
Probably very
sure.
very easly because he was an adult man.
Right.
and yeah, he made me and David leave. And I never told my parents.
Of course.
I never told my parents.
I basically stopped hanging out with John completely.
Aw.
Yeah. That was all my fault. I ruined a weird friendship. I do remember going back and apologizing to his dad.
Aw.
like a couple months later.
That's so good as a 13-year-old.
Well, I mean, I had to, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to play skee ball?
Yeah, I'll play skee
Here,
ball.
hold
Do you
on,
want
hold
to
this.
see if you can coerce a confession out of David?
Yeah. So,
I can be coerced.
what's the worst shit you've ever done?
I should probably leave that and die without telling anybody.
Oh, some real dark stuff, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
No, your story did remind me, this won't be my story, but it did remind me that this one time when I was little, I played with Pokemon cards because that was all the rage.
Of course.
And then at a certain point, I grew out of it. And so I went to summer camp and I had a book where I kept them and I basically just gave them all to a counselor for free.
Oh God.
There's probably 70 or 80 of them, including some that were very rare.
Oh God.
And the one that they gave out at the movie.
I think I'm sick. Well, my brother, I think I may have told Justin this at some point, but yeah, when I used to collect Pokemon cards and I had a ton of them, but my brother traded. Oh, Justin just got a 5,000 on
Skee ball champion.
Skee ball champ over here.
I got one.
But my first score was better than yours.
What'd you get your first time?
21,000.
Okay, let me see if I
Yeah, it beat me.
I think I got a 23,000 the second game.
Yeah, I did bad the second game. But anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
My brother traded. He just got a 5,000 his first roll. Oh my God. Oh, and almost a 10,000. Okay, but my brother traded all of my Pokemon cards. Justin is like going crazy over here on the skee ball, and like every time he rolls the ball, he interrupts me.
This guy is a maniac.
It's insane. Oh my God! What is happening? I've never seen anyone so good at skee ball.
I'm usually not this good.
This is making me go crazy.
It's my resentment for you that's making me good.
But anyways.
That sucks.
Oh, you get another try!
Finish your story.
He just got another one!
Finish your fucking story.
I can't! I'm going crazy! Okay, so my brother traded all my Pokemon cards for a Nintendo 64 green see-through controller
Oh.
without telling me. He just
Alright.
took them one day.
Let it be known my final score was 35.
Holy crap, 35,000. That's the highest skee ball score I've ever seen in my life.
The upper echelon of 28 tickets.
Nice.
Whoa.
I'm gonna play one more.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Do it.
Get a confession out of it.
Oh, yeah, David.
No, okay, yeah. My confession is
Claire confession.
Claire Confessional, brand new series. One summer when I was in college, I did an internship where I worked for an insurance company that will go unnamed
Right.
to protect the innocent. It was a company where their business model for its employees was, instead of cold calling to get customers, you call people you know, and then you get referrals, and then you call those people, and you get
Okay.
referrals. I basically, at some point that summer, contacted everybody I've ever known, asking them to buy long-term insurance,
Oh my God.
term and full health insurance, And when it was all said and done, I only got one person to actually do it.
Oh no.
But there was a pool of maybe 10 people that were all interns, and none of them liked doing this. And half of them dropped out, probably within the first few weeks. And the remaining, I think 4 of us, there were 4 of us left. We all kind of had an unwritten agreement.
Attention Chuck E. Cheese guests. Chuck E. Cheese will be closing in 15 minutes.
Oh God, we have so many
15
points to
At
use.
that time, all rides and games will be shut off. Thank you and have a safe drive home.
Okay, we all had an agreement that we were going to resist. We were supposed to call 40 people a day.
Oh, man.
It's all supposed to be people you know.
Well, or the referrals. The idea is that after a while, you start calling people that you got referrals from other people that were referrals and so on.
So basically, life insurance is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, I did spend money to go to Milwaukee for a 5-day thing. That probably didn't need to happen. But yeah, so all of us kind of decided that we were going to do as little as possible while still convincing the managers that we were working. So I maybe called like 4 or 5 people a week. And we all went out to lunch for an hour and a half a day.
Yeah.
Prior to lunch, we would all play Family Feud on Facebook. And prior to that and after lunch, we would just be on Sporkle.com doing various quizzes. And whenever the managers came in, we would minimize those screens and continue to look like we were working or filling out our spreadsheets.
Nice. We got paid.
You get paid on commission, 100% commission.
Oh.
So for 2 months, I didn't get paid anything, and then I got paid.
Sucks.
Then I got paid quite a bit actually for like 1 insurance claim. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. So that's still on my resume today.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good actually. I don't think you did anything wrong there.
No, me neither. I think that's totally fine.
That's a fun story.
It's a confessional in that no one really knows.
Right.
Yeah, I was one of the people that David called, and I remember having a meeting with David and some guy that worked there.
Yeah.
And I was basically like, I don't have any money. I can't get insurance.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to talk to people in college.
Yeah.
I remember I went to Jerry's house. We watched the World Cup and then didn't actually talk about insurance.
Oh, my first 5,000 in my life I just got.
Yeah.
And pumped up on that Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Do we want to try any other games before we have to go?
Yeah, should we close out so we can spend the rest of our tickets?
Yeah, so I'm gonna record some transitional music and then we can do a closing thing on the drive home. So this will be David's last spoken words on the show. David, thank you for being on the Impedecast today. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Listen to my Bandcamp page.
Good.
davidclair.bandcamp.com.
Good.
Listen to my podcast that doesn't exist.
Yeah, David's gonna do a podcast about puppets because I'm pressuring him to.
Yeah,
and because it's a good idea.
I'm here at Chuck E. Cheese to scout out the animatronics for a potential future episode involving Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else that the people should know?
Vote, pay your taxes.
Sure. Don't worry about the taxes. Voting, that's probably a good idea. Why not?
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks again for being on our show.
Toodaloo.
Good to see you.
10,000, baby.
Ready, start! Try again. Ready, start!
Yeah, it's recording now.
Yay, I learned technology.
Michelle turned the recorder to hold, which I guess means you can't press any buttons.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of that mode.
Yeah. Well, neither do I really. We're driving in the dark, so it's hard to see the buttons.
Yeah.
So we're on our way home. Final thoughts on Chuck E. Cheese?
I had a rad time, and I felt like a kid again.
Yeah, it was fun playing the games for the last 20 minutes that they were open.
Yeah. We literally rushed through like 15 tickets each.
Yeah. So
or tokens or whatever.
I don't know if we were clear about that, but they don't use tokens there anymore.
Yeah.
There's these like cards that you load points onto, and then they've got little like card receivers at every game.
Yeah, you just scan the
It's
card. It's like taking all the whimsy away.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have a pocket full of change anymore.
Yeah, it's obviously like a more convenient option for everyone involved, but it does sort of take away the nostalgia a little bit.
Yeah.
When you don't have a physical, like, metal coin in your pocket.
I never knew at any point how many scans I had left because you have to actually look at the screen, I don't do that.
You tap the card against the little credit card thing, and then it takes 1 point away, or whatever the game costs. I think everything we did was 1 point.
Yeah.
And then it shows you your remaining balance for a second.
Yeah.
But they're at child height, so
that's very true.
You have to be looking at it.
Everything was at child height.
Yeah, it's like it's made for children or something.
It's sick. It's a real sick place.
Yeah.
Trying to bring children in.
Yeah, I wish we had been able to go on Saturday as originally planned, because then we would have had more time to play around.
But also, there would have been way more kids.
True, but that also means there would have been more noise, which is the point of the show.
Yeah, for the amount of kids that there weren't there, I think there were a lot of screams.
The ones there were
hollers.
doing good. Yeah, they were making good noise.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did you have a favorite game of the few that we got to play?
I'm a big skee ball fan.
We did some good skee ball.
If I had enough scans on that card, I could skee ball all night long.
Yeah, I played probably like 5 or more games of skee ball.
Got some solid rounds in.
You played that football game.
Yeah, I was so bad at it.
Yeah.
See, I can only throw a regulation NFL football size football, and those are made for little tiny child hands, so I blame that.
I'm a big like Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
Yeah.
So they had one game in there that had Sonic characters on it, and it was just like a spinning wheel. And
it was like just a chancery game.
Yeah. The instructions on the game were literally like, use a credit, press button.
Yeah, that was it.
And I won. I got the points on the wheel ranged from like 1 to 75 or something, and I got 2.
Oh my god.
And then you hear Sonic's voice. It's like, good job. Yeah, fun game.
Oh yeah, I played some like huge, way over the top electronic game of like deep sea fishing or something, but it was like little cartoon fish in little bowls, and so you drop a ball and it lands in a bowl.
Oh yeah.
But there were like 1 point bowls and 2 point bowls, and then at the bottom there was a 75-point bowl, and I got a 5-point bowl.
Yeah.
And it did like this big explosive congratulatory thing, like, you got 5 points!
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, shut up, there's people around, you're embarrassing me. It's like when you're at a casino.
There
and
weren't
you get,
actually
like,
people
not
around.
Real. There were kids around, Justin, and I was embarrassed because they thought that I won some weird jackpot.
Yeah. You don't like the spectacle?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like going to casinos because if you're playing on a penny machine and you win 50 cents, it's like, and then people are like rubbernecking, you know, like, oh, yeah, is she going to share with the people surrounding her? Like, no, it's 50 cents.
Yeah, here you
Back
go.
off.
2 pennies for you.
Yeah. That's what that stupid fish game reminded me of.
We didn't get a lot of time to play games, so I didn't play much.
Yeah, I was just doing them rapid fire to get rid of those tickets and get rid of the credits and get tickets.
It was kind of hard to like have a conversation with you guys while playing a game. I didn't realize how difficult that would be. It was a very, very much of an impediment to me.
It was, probably one of our biggest impediments so far.
Like, I know you told a story while I was playing that operation game.
Yeah, but you were in surgery, and I shouldn't have interrupted.
You, like, stole from your dad. That's the story.
I stole, like, $1,000 from my dad accidentally, and Justin didn't even care.
I was like, I got the funny bone, so... I got big things going on here. So the three of us together, we got about 300 tickets total, and we pooled them together. And then when we brought the tickets up to the prize counter, the girl didn't seem like she was paying attention to
No one looked
the
at
numbers
our
at all.
tickets at
Yeah,
all.
we were just pointing at stuff we wanted, and she was like, "Okay,"
Here
and
you
giving
go.
it to us, and not looking at the numbers.
We didn't even cheat it. We didn't even cheat the system. We didn't even use all of the tickets that we had. We each got one $100 item, or $100 ticket item, and then one 15 ticket item, and we had 321 to spend. So
Yeah. So David, Michelle, and I each got a little Nicktoon keychain thing.
yeah,
David and Michelle got Ren and Stimpy, and I got Ick. I think
Ick from All Real Monsters.
You're confident that his name is Ick?
I'm pretty sure it's Ick.
Okay. Yeah, the red bunny guy
Ickis.
from Ickis. That's right. It is
Ickis.
Ickis. Yeah, the red bunny guy from All Real Monsters.
Yeah.
I got him. And then we spent 15 on some little plastic bracelets, which I guess I'll give to Ashley. Actually, you know what? Our cats will probably play with them.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Yeah.
What my cat does with stuff like that is put them in my shoes and then dig them out. It's like what she does for fun.
Nice.
But she puts them in my boots, so she has to really reach in there.
Oh, yeah.
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 She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's gonna kill me in my sleep or something. She's insane.
Yeah. So I think that's a positive review of the Charles Entertainment Cheese location in Davenport, Iowa. I would like to go back without recording a podcast.
Me too.
And just hang out.
Yeah, it's a fun place to hang out, and the pizza was surprisingly good. And
Yeah, it was pretty good.
David said the bathrooms were really nasty.
Yeah, which I always look for in a place to hang out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get to check those out.
Nope, I'm dry as a bone.
Maybe next time. Yeah, I drink a lot of water too, I think.
Yeah.
But running around, we sweat it all out.
Yep, we did. We got a lot of exercise tonight. So what do you think we should do for our next show?
You had the idea of Black Friday.
Yeah, that might be the next chance we get to record one of these.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. I have some games that I played in the past for Black Friday.
Oh, okay.
And some of them are really good.
Yeah.
That I'm excited to share with you. I'm not even going to tell you until Black Friday.
Woo! Okay, now I guess we have to do it.
Yeah, I know. We have to, because otherwise this knowledge I have in my brain is going to go to you. Gonna not go to use.
Yeah.
It's late. I'm tired.
I'll see if our friend Jim Davis can come to Black Friday with us too.
That would be amazing.
It would be fun. I mean, he's got lots of money, so he can travel a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Do we want to just like plug stuff and then finish our drive home?
That's always really fun.
Yeah, everyone loves to listen to people promote other things, right?
Heck yeah.
It's kind of like, I feel like you have to put that in a show. Like every podcast I have ever listened to has some sort of plug section at the end.
Exactly. So now for a word from our sponsors.
Today's episode of Impedecast is brought to you by Metallica. The band Metallica.
I had an idea. Do you think I should try to get a semi to honk? Remember doing that thing? It's dark out.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to see us.
I went on a road trip to Arkansas one day with my friends, and we got 90 semis to honk at us.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyways, I guess I'll plug my show right now. I have a show, if you don't know, and you probably do, one of our many listeners to this show. I have a show called Welcome to My Show. So check that out on wherever you listen to podcasts, and follow the page on Facebook at Welcome to My Show Podcast.
Good.
That's pretty much all I want to say about that.
Okay.
Now you have stuff to say.
Hey, what's the theme music for your show? I've never asked you that.
The theme music? Like the intro song? It's just something I found on YouTube's free, copyright-free music. It's called Wildflowers.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube free music.
I'm a big fan of no copyright stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Royalty-free music.
Yeah.
Like this, for example.
Yeah. It's good.
We can use that without paying anybody, for sure.
Yeah, just a howl.
There's definitely no like extremely litigious members of this band to worry about. Okay, so I'll plug my stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
So the main thing I do is iHearIC. It's a concert series and radio show, and we have our November concert tomorrow night, November 2nd. It starts at 8 p.m. at the Iowa City Java House, the one downtown, because they do have multiple locations. And that will feature performances by the Christine Burke Ensemble, Day Byer, Divine Huff, and Father Christmas.
Wow, it's like you're reading from something, but you're not.
I'm not. It's just in my head.
He's driving in the dark. There's no possible way you could be reading anything.
Yeah. And then we do the radio show every Sunday at 4 p.m. on KRUI. That's the local college station in Iowa City. And I upload every episode as a podcast as well. And we have a Patreon for that whole thing. So if you hop on for $1 or more every month, you get a full concert video every month. So that's at least like an hour of content for you. And if we get more people up on there, maybe I'll be able to do bonus podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just go to my website, justinkcomer.com, and find all of my shit on there. Follow my Twitter too.
Oh yeah. So you can become president of Twitter someday.
Yeah. I want to kill Jack Dorsey.
Yeah.
I want to execute him after usurping his throne.
Yes.
And I can't do that with the paltry 289 followers I have as of today. I need to amass a giant populist following.
Yeah, so what's your Twitter handle?
It's Justin K. Comer.
Perfect.
The K stands for Kathy.
Kathy?
Yeah. And you have a Patreon too. You should tell people.
I do have a Patreon. It's to support my garbage show. So if you like trashy things and stupid content, support Welcome to My Show podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start uploading a new project that I have with my stalker in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And that's just for my Patreon supporters.
Journey of My Life podcast.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm excited to listen to that.
Yeah.
Have you already recorded that or not?
No, I told him I would call him over Facebook Messenger yesterday, and then I just didn't because I got busy.
Cool.
And then today he's like, "Why are you always lying to me?" I was like, "What are you talking
Look,
about?"
he has a point. You are always lying.
I know. Yeah, he's quite a character who I hate so much.
Yeah. So give us
Your money.
and then we'll make more of this show too.
Oh, of course. I mean, we need money for more destination.
We're building a network here.
Yeah. It's all a web of your money that ties Impedecast to its next destination podcast experience.
Someday we're gonna go to Sweden. I think we were talking about going to actually.
Well, first we're gonna go to the Creationism Museum.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's in Kentucky, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna go there, and then what was the other place that Jake said was like 30 minutes away from it? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
There was like another place that was like 30 minutes away from the Creation Museum that sounded cool. It was something to do with dinosaurs?
Well, the Creation Museum has dinosaurs in it.
Was it the Ark?
I think that's also related to the Creation Museum. I don't know.
You know what?
Anyway,
I don't know.
give us money, make us rich so we can quit our jobs and drive to Kentucky.
Otherwise, we might not make it through the winter.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So,
any last words?
We should come up with like a sign-off slogan that we just make white noise until we stop.
Yeah.
Let me find some white noise on the radio.
Yeah, turn to a nonsense station.